So we've made our beautiful noodles, flat rice noodles. I've taken some thin beef strips, cut them fairly thin, but I've tenderised them by actually soaking them for about half an hour with bicarb, a teaspoon of bicarb of soda and a cup of water, and then I've just rinsed that off. But that'll give us nice tender meat in our dish. I've got some beautiful, beautiful broccolini and broccoli leaves and some broccoli stems here from my air garden, and yeah, absolutely thrilled with how much broccolini I'm getting. So this is a great use for that. I have, because it's a ginger chili garlic beef, I have ginger, I have chili, I have garlic and some lemon rind, miso paste, some diced up kaffir lime leaves and some peanuts, and then for the sauce, 2 teaspoons of fish sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, a tablespoon of dark soy and some lemon juice just to taste. So you do need to mix this one and taste this one. I've also put 2 tablespoons of sugar in there and an equal part of water, and I'll mix that together in the pan. Okay, so I've just add a little bit of oil to the pan, just a tiny bit, just to make sure my stuff doesn't stick on the bottom. Then I've added my beef, I've added the ginger, and I had half a red onion, half a white onion, so I've diced that and I've added that in as well. I'm just going to let that sort of cook off a little bit to start with. I'll add in at the moment my ginger and my lemon rind as well, and just cook those off slightly, and my chili paste. I like to cook all these elements off before I start adding everything else. Now we've thinly cut that meat, so it's not going to take long to cook, and this isn't a recipe where we're working with caramelized onions. We've got a very, very hot pan here, so that'll cook very quickly. So that's all sizzling away. I'm going to add some carrot, some diced up broccoli stalks, and also some capsicum in there. I pretty much use whatever I've got in the cupboard for this one. And I'm just going to cook that down slightly before starting to add my other ingredients. I'll add my miso paste in now. I'm not going to add the broccoli leaves and the broccolini to the very last minute because I want that to stay very crisp. In goes my kaffir lime leaves. I was feeling a bit lazy, I didn't go down to the garden and get some lemongrass, but I could have actually put lemongrass in this as well. We're going to add firstly our water, just to loosen that up off the bottom. This is the point, I just want to add a little bit of the salt. Don't ever forget your salt, it does bring out all sorts of flavours, and I know we've got a lot of umami taste in there with, you know, the fish sauce and the miso paste and the dark soy, but all the different salts do different things. If you find you've salted something too much, then you can go for an acid like a lemon or some sugar to actually bring that back as well. So, but I don't really get too afraid of putting too much salt in. So that's beautifully, beautifully cooked down now. I was mainly waiting for my carrots to soften. I'm going to pop just the broccoli leaves and the broccolini heads in there. I don't like to waste anything, so yeah, instead of using, say, Chinese broccoli or bok choy in this dish, I've used the broccolini leaves or the broccoli leaves. I'm just going to mix that through, soften that up, and then we will add our noodles. I'm now going to add those beautiful noodles that we made, so let's get those in there. I made a double batch of these. I was having so much fun making them. So we're just going to bring those noodles gently through. Remember, they're quite thin. As I said, doesn't matter if some of them break up. We've got the thickness that we want. And I'm going to now add the rest of my sauce over the top of those. Oh, I can't wait to taste this because the smells, again, are beautiful. I can smell all the ginger coming out, the garlic, and the beautiful flavours of that sauce. So, just mix that through till we've got those noodles all coated, which is looking quite beautiful. We're all plated up now, and now is the time for that beautiful taste test of my beef chili ginger noodles.
Yeah.